so excited to be here. Thank you for joining us. I am Miss Mimi Johnson, the arts reporter, and you are tuned in on WAEN.TV. We have a fabulous, fabulous show for you today. And I must say that I tossed and turned all night because I really was so excited about my first debut show. It is our first episode. Log on to mimijohnson.net for more information on appearances, events, and all of my performances. And I would just like to give a shout out to Carter J that made my banner. And also we will be speaking with him a little later on in the show. But for right now, I must introduce to you a young lady that called me and emailed me to be on her show on the sister station, sister network, WAIN, and it's Marilyn and Friends. Well, Miss Marilyn, I was coming off tour from Miami, and she got in touch with me and asked me to please come and perform for her show here at the network for Marilyn and Friends. And so to make a long story short, she's one of the reasons why I have my own television show here now, the Arts Reporter. So give it up for Miss Marilyn Wells.
Hey, you know what, Mimi? I am just so honored and just so proud to be here. And I didn't think anything less. I mean, only good things and bigger and better things are going to be coming your way. Because when you give of yourself and you help someone else, it's going to come back to you. And I'm just so honored to be here. And I just quickly, before I leave the stage, I just want to give a shout out once again to WAIN TV, and that is where I have my TV show called Marilyn and Friends. And also I have a radio talk show on WMGP, Magic 98.1 FM. And I'm loving this. I'm loving being in broadcasting. I'm retired from Delta Airlines after almost 17 years. Okay. So that's a blessing there. And I've been in radio and TV almost about 30 years. So once again, I just want to say, just give it all the energy and just look forward for a wonderful program. And Mimi, you just go.
Thank you, Miss Marilyn. Y'all give it up for Miss Marilyn Wells. I love her so much. Yes, yes. Well, the reason that we created the Arts Reporter, hey, Miss Joan Cartwright, my beautiful mother, mwah, who I love so much. We started a blog radio show called The Arts Reporter. You can log on to blogtalkradio.com/The Arts Reporter. And we focus on arts and entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. So without further ado, I have a young lady that I have loved for the past 15 years. She has been an inspiration to me. Every time I've done a charity event, a radio show, a television show, whatever kind of event, and I needed sponsors, she was always right there for me. This lady is an entrepreneur, a great friend, a beautiful woman, and I want everybody to please, please give your love for Miss Diva Sunshine, Miss Terry Holly. Hi, sweetheart.
Thank you so much, Mimi, so much. There's not enough I can do for you, darling, because you give so much all the time. And can I just tell the people, in her giving, she emceed my wedding on Sunday afternoon, and it was absolutely extraordinary. She was the host. She was the announcer. She was the entertainer. And many, many people were so surprised at her many excellent talents. I truly, truly, from the deepest part of my heart, thank you, love.
You are welcome. You know I am there for you. I am there for you. I love this lady. 15 years. Our oldest children were teenagers, and they're almost in their 30s now.
Right.
So let's talk about Miss Zumba Diva.
Oh, girl.
Okay, let's talk about how you started your Zumba and what inspired you.
Let's start from my dear mother decided that I should be a dancer at age 4.
Okay.
And since that time, I have attended schools across the East Coast, and I have danced with the troops of Alvin Ailey and Martha Graham at Duke Ellington School of the Arts. Thank you so much. It was a pleasant event. They allowed the students to take part in their trainings, and so I was really pleased with myself with that and the opportunity. But last year, a young lady who's very dear to me suggested that I get certified to teach Zumba because I loved it so much. Before last year, I heard of Zumba from my mother, who is now 72, a few years ago.
Fabulous.
It is a Latin-inspired international fitness dance that anybody can do. Absolutely. From the young age, they have classes from little 4-year-olds up until, like I say, my mother takes every one of my classes when she's in town, and she is currently 72 years old. And so I certified, and I started last November. Since then, I've actually lost over 25 pounds.
Wonderful.
And I am blessed to be able to do something that I truly, truly love doing. As we say, life is too important not to have fun.
Yeah.
And to have the blessing of sharing it with other people and seeing the results, it is more than I could have ever imagined. The young lady's name who introduced me to Zumba, introduced me to the opportunity, her name is Cynthia Phillips. She owns Absolute Body Symmetry on 749 Moreland Avenue
in Atlanta,
Georgia. She has all types of classes at her studio. It is an actual gym. She does personal training, and she's a certified nutritionist. She has helped me with my diet extremely, changing it over. Till last year, I could only breathe sitting up at night. Till now, I just sleep through the night, honey. I just sleep up a storm. So she has helped me change my diet. So that's Absolute Body Symmetry. It's absatl.com if anyone's interested.
Yes.
Yeah. And, Mimi, I'm waiting for you to come to class, girl.
I am, because I got to stay fine going into my 50s. You already know it. I got to stay fine.
We got a spot for you, girl.
I'm coming there, and Moreland Avenue is not far from me.
We got a spot for you.
I'm on my way. Believe it.
And I'm about to introduce some of your music to my class, too.
Yes, indeed.
We about to get it in.
Yes, indeed. Can we do a little Zumba now? We're going to get the engineer to play track number 1 on my woman's CD called Puerto de Kenya.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Let's go ahead and let's do some Zumba.
Okay, let's get it.
Puerto de Kenya, I'm their chica. Puerto de Kenya. Puerto de Kenya, I'm their chica. Puerto de Kenya. My daddy came to U.S. 1953. Puerto Rico. Met my mom in 65. Yeah, they had me. Now I'm here to sing this song just for you. Hope you like it, 'cause you know I love it too. In the Bronx, New York, yeah, that's where I was born. Singing, dancing day and night, and oh so strong. In the project, struggling through thick and thin. All I know is when I write, it comes within. Little light-skinned, nappy-headed girl I was. Always dreaming stardom just to get that buzz. Went from little duckling to a flawless dove. Now I'm getting all that worldwide love. Well, there's my cardio for the day. I took my shoes off. So, Where do you see yourself in like 5 years with your business, being an entrepreneur?
Oh, I see extreme growth. When I started Zumba, gotta catch my breath.
Yeah.
When I started Zumba, I anticipated having a target market of middle age because there's always classes for the young people, but there are never classes for individuals in my age range, which is around 50. Don't tell nobody. And so that was my target market, and since then, I have been requested to teach Zumba all over the city. I currently have more than 10 classes that are being taught. If you need the class schedule, it's www.divasunshine.com.
Okay.
And I have so many young ladies who want to be certified and teach classes till I just see Zumba with Diva Sunshine all over the city, and my student teachers having it going on all over the city.
Well, that's what's up. All right. Please give your love to Zumba Diva, Miss Terry Holly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you. I love you so much. Yes. And of course, Miss Terry Holly is one of my sponsors. I'll be plugging my sponsors in a minute. But I have a wonderful performer. And I will tell everybody, drink water. I have a wonderful, wonderful performer that I want to bring up to the stage right now so that we can keep our energy going. Now, this young man, he is an R&B artist. He is hailing from a musically rooted family in the South. And Travis, he always loved music early in life. Born in Mullins, in a small town in South Carolina, Travis Starr, he began singing at the tender age of 4 years old. His lifelong fascination with musical notes and melodies began in kindergarten. He's often compared to Michael Jackson, Usher, and Chris Brown. His dance moves are smooth, and his voice is soulful, sultry, and sexy. Travis Starr recently opened for Special K and Loudmouth Comedy Club, and he performed at the Sweet Auburn Festival in Atlanta, Georgia. He is definitely one to watch from 2012 and beyond. So everyone give love to Travis Starr. Yeah.
No danger in a friendly way. Though your heart's you can still be a blessing to those. Say hi. Say just some nonsense, but I cannot doubt. I'm gonna say when we just open up our hearts to say hi. Say hi. Hello, hello. So stuck on this pride, shut your love for your people. Have one heart, so let's get along. There's no need to compete. When things get bad, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Both It's so easy, hard to be nice. A simple sacrifice. Say hi. Hello, hello, my friend, just say hi. Hello. Say hi. Hello. How do you do? My friend, just say hi. Say hi. Hello, hello.
And I must say that I'm glad that I'm going to be one of the first to have you on my TV show. We're going to put this back and you sit down because I want to interview you. So put that back. All right. You just have a seat and sit up here with us. Y'all give it up for Travis Starr. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. To plug my sponsors who I love so much. They're the ones that make this possible, along with me being a director and writer and executive producer. So, the Arts Reporter web TV series is brought to you by Terry Holly, Diva Sunshine, Zumba with Diva Sunshine, Zumba class details available at divasunshine.com. That's www.divasunshine.com. Also, Miss Joan Cartwright, Women in Jazz South Florida, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organizational education company that promotes women musicians globally through entertainment, arts, concerts, performances, clinics, lectures, workshops, articles, interviews, newsletters, courses, contacts, research history, archives, websites, film, audio, and video recordings, and recognition to women who are musicians, composers, writers, and entertainers. Log on to www.wijsf.org. That's Women in Jazz, South Florida. Also, Whitfield Photography. For your photography needs, for all of your occasions, contact Mr. Steve Moore at 770-609-7173. That's my photographer. He's really good. Becky Taylor. Becky wants you to tighten, tone, and firm in as little as 45 minutes with the Ultimate Body Applicator. Our all-natural ingredients target problem areas for fast-lasting results. Not just water weight. This is as close to magic as it gets. Contact Becky J. Taylor, an independent distributor, at www.irap4u.itworks.net. That's IRAP, the number 4U, the letter U, .itworks.net. Or you can call Miss Taylor at 770-354-3221. All right, we are back. I am Mimi Johnson, the Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Log on to mimijohnson.net. Again, I have to give a shout out to Carter J, who made my banner, fabulous artist that we will be talking to in a little while. But meanwhile, let's get back to Travis Starr. That's with 2 R's. Okay, kindergarten. Come on with it. Let's go.
Yes, started from kindergarten. I honestly, since I can remember, I've been singing, and like you stated earlier, I'm from a musically rooted family, specifically gospel music, and it went on from there. The first time I actually realized that I could sing, I guess I used to sing on the choir,
Yes.
and
Like we all.
of course. And I had it was an auntie there, and I wasn't a member of the church because I used to stay in New York. So I would travel back and forth, to South Carolina for vacation. And my vacation time, they sounded so wonderful, up there, and I always just wanted to be a part of them. And my aunt, for the longest would say, no, you can't, you can kind of watch us, but you can't be on, kind of like a traditional thing. So when I actually moved to South Carolina, they kind of urged me to be on the choir. And from then on, I would start singing lead songs. And I looked in the audience and wondered why people were just staring at me funny. And,
Okay.
I thought I sounded terrible. I didn't know what it was. And then, after I got down, they were like, do you know how good you sound?
Okay.
They thought it was a record playing. So I was
Wow.
like, okay. And I kind of picked it up from there.
Okay, and so through school, I'm sure, because I know that that's really what enhanced my development as talent and an entertainer in school, being in all the plays, in the chorus, all the music classes you can take. So where did you find yourself? Like once you graduated from high school, then where did you find yourself?
Yeah, surprisingly, I was kind of shy in high school, so I never did any of the chorus and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it was after high school. I actually joined this gospel group at the urging of my cousins. They were called the Boys of Gospel, and they traveled, up and down the East Coast, just doing songs. We would actually take R&B songs and transform them into gospel songs,
Okay.
which would make it more entertaining for the audience as well. And from then on, I think it was one day we came to Georgia. It was some kind of youth event, convention or something like that. And we had to perform. So me and my cousins, we opened up for the show. So we performed and we got down off stage and we were outside because they feed us and everything.
Hey. Food.
And I love Georgia. So I noticed me and my cousin were standing outside, and these girls came up. They were like, well, "Can I have your autograph?" And I was like, "Autograph? Do they not know they're at a gospel, event?" And I didn't know anything about it, so I was like, "Sure." So we started, signing autographs, and one of them wanted a hug, and then a few more came out and wanted a hug, and then we turned around, it was like a whole horde of girls like chasing us to
That's
the bus.
wonderful.
Like I swear. And I said, I think I can get used to this.
No, that's right. Okay, well, plug at least like your Facebook or your, website. Let people know where they can find you.
Yes, I'm on Facebook. You can find me at Travis Star Magical. That is Travis Star with 2 R's. Magical. At Facebook and Twitter, it's O My Star, the letter O MYSTARR. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Travis
Thank you so
Star.
much
We
for
have a
having me.
star on the rise. Thank you. I love reporting about wonderful, wonderful talent. It's really important that we have an outlet for our up-and-coming stars, up-and-coming entrepreneurs, up-and-coming artists, and then the inspirational life stories that come along with how these people grow. It's really important. Well, next up, I have to bring up the man who painted my banner, acrylic on canvas. Yes, indeed. Please give your love for Carter J. All right. We're just going to take a couple of minutes here. I had to slide you up in here.
It's cool.
I had to. I'm like, just bring my banner and everything's going to be all right. He's sending me pictures of the updates. I'm like, that doesn't look like me. He's like, don't worry about it. It's just an outline. And in the end, this is what I get. And this is fabulous.
Thank you.
When did you start your visual artistry?
As a child, man, like 4 years old, I started drawing. And my mom used to put us on punishment and make us go in a room. So that was my time to sit down, draw comic books, cartoon characters.
Okay.
So that was my first introduction to visual art. But my mother, because he's given me my mom.
Yes.
My mom supported us always coming up in the arts.
Yes.
My mother worked for she just retired this year, 30 years at Bell South AT&T. She's always, spoke to us about, having our own, working for our own, using our God-given gifts and talents to make a way for ourselves in this world. So that's what, I'm attempting to do through my visual art.
Well, that's what you are doing.
Anytime.
Okay, I paid him to do this. He ain't do this for free. He's working.
Surviving artist.
Yes, a surviving, and that's very important that we use our talent and our art to make money. You have to use it as a business. It's not just because we're cute. Oh, I'm cute. I can sing. No. Get your money. Create situations where you can make money doing your art, performing your art, drawing your art. So, where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
Wow, that's a great question. In about 5 years, I'll be about 35.
Okay, that's very young. Okay, so where do you see yourself with your passion and with your business?
Well, several. I hope to have several books published. I already have several children's books published already. I'm a children's book illustrator. You can go to brushstudioart.com. There we have, right now I have greeting cards with original paintings that I'm offering for sale. There will soon be a link for the children's book illustrations on there. And it's so much going on right now.
Well, that's good.
Thankful to be a part of it.
Yes.
And thankful to be, to be using my God-given skills to make something happen for myself. What was I going to say? I was sitting down thinking about what I was going to say, and I'm not.
Don't worry about it. I got you. And plug. Give everybody your information once again so they know how to get in touch with you and your phone. Actually, let me do it. Okay. The portrait artist, Carter J, 404-734-2027, Brush Studios at yahoo.com, www.brushstudioart.com.
Yes, and you can find me on Facebook at Brush Studio at yahoo.com.
Okay.
We have over 400 Facebook portraits and counting.
Okay.
Since August of 2009.
Yes, I saw that.
And that will be that will soon be a coffee table book.
Okay.
For whoever wants to have that as a nice conversational piece.
Okay.
A collection of some of my portraits that I've collected. People all over the country and all over the world, people who have tagged me on Facebook say, hey, could you do this picture for me?
Yes. Definitely go and check him out at Facebook. Y'all give it up. Give some love for Carter J, my visual artist. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. When I saw that, I almost cried. And a lot of people know I wear lashes, so I can't do the water thing, okay? And my auntie, I got to give love to Kathy Boones, my personal assistant that's always there for me through so much, through my career and just having my back. And I said, Auntie, she said, don't you start crying now. One of your eyelashes is come off. I said, okay. So I had to hold those tears back, but I love it. So if you need a portrait done or you need any kind of paintings or graphic artists, make sure you get in touch with Carter J. Now, I have to say that I am having a wonderful time here, and I have got to plug my sponsors again. So, the Arts Reporter web TV series, sponsored by Phil Williams, Lil Jimmy. Lil Jimmy is telling all of his peers, and the most important thing that you need to know about him is that he feels you. Lil Jimmy, he feels privileged to share his perspective about what's going on in life. He is an educator for children and parents and guardians that need to be educated regarding bullying and molestation and child abuse. And you can contact Jimmy and see him live at youtube.com/Lil, that's Lil, Jimmy, DJPOZ. Lil Jimmy, Jimmy, DJPOZ at youtube.com. Pastor Phil Williams is also available at Facebook. VJ Washington, log on to www.vjwashington.com for the inspirational book called They Rose Above It All. Captain's Painting LLC for all of your painting needs, where we do the right thing the first time. Contact Bill Cheney at 770-734-8015. Hip hop music and music for God. Contact Jack Rip. He also has his new CD available. Log on to www.jacrip.com. Hip hop and music for God. And again, he has his new CD release that's coming out, so make sure you go to jackrip.com and check him out. Atlanta Scooter Rentals for your scooter rental needs. Contact Bruce Locke at 770-309-3699 or visit him at www.atlantascooterrentals.net. James Fort. He is representing Mikkel Coleman Studios for your director, production, and film needs. Contact MikkelColeman.org. That's MYKELCOLEMAN.org. And my private sponsors who have no businesses at all but just said, I got to sponsor you because I love you. I want you to give love to Miss Deidre Ward in Atlanta and Mr. William Poinsett in Baltimore, Maryland. And my sponsors are absolutely wonderful. You also will see all of my sponsors' information on the credits at the end of the show, just in case you missed anything. Please do give them a call if you need any of their services, because this is advertising for them, and this is what I'm supposed to do, and they help me to fund my shows, and we just have a really great time together with supporting each other as a whole. It's very important. Now, my next guest is, he's like a brother to me. I've got to say that this gentleman has also sponsored TV shows, television shows, radio shows, Feed the Hungry shows. I think that this gentleman has sponsored every show, just like Terry Holly. I need a sponsor. All right, come on, pick up the check. Okay, let me send your money to PayPal. So I want you to give a round of applause for Bruce Locke with Atlanta Scooters. Yeah. Hi, Bruce.
Hello, thank you for
Now
having me.
Now
Here's, before you get started,
yes.
this is the latest promotion for the business, and this is for you.
Oh, I got my own T-shirt. Hold on.
It says, "Rent me."
He means his scooters, not me. Well, you can rent me as well. Just depends on what you need me for.
Yeah, it's just a novelty.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I will be wearing this. I'm going to get one of my designers to kind of cut it up a little bit for me to make it real cute.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Bruce Locke. Locke with an E.
Irish Catholic.
Let's talk about how you started becoming, the Atlanta scooter man.
Well, I guess it goes back while I was employed, and it got to where I wasn't happy with things, and I was passed over for a few promotions, and I went into business.
Okay.
Started as technician service, medical equipment, and from that I sold it to a New York Stock Exchange company, and they sent it to Hades, and I was back in the poorhouse because the stock and everything. The guy took a lot of money.
Wow.
He did about maybe 3 months in jail 10 years later. But anyway, I was sitting up and I had an epiphany. I had to think of what could I do, because I still had to non-compete with my medical business, and
Yes.
I thought I would rent scooters. So I went and marketed, and the next day I got an order for 30 scooters, which was a good order. This was like 15,000 with the Georgia World Congress Center. And I've
Okay.
been renting scooters ever since 2003.
Now, with your scooters, you let people know what kind of scooters they
These
are,
are-
because there's two different kinds of scooters.
These are the mobility scooters for senior citizens. And I have a little story from last week. The Coca-Cola Corporation called me
Okay.
and said, we want a scooter. Well, actually, we want about a dozen scooters. I said, okay. But they said they want them, at the Grand Hyatt, at the World of Coca-Cola, at corporate, at all these restaurants. And then the lady said, well, I need to tell you, this is for a Saudi Arabian king. And I was like, okay. They want a scooter everywhere he goes. So I was blessed with that. And that's a few $1,000s later, of course. And it went real well. It was just a little exciting to have served kings with my scooters.
Okay.
But with my mindset, my mom asked me, what's your response for serving a king with your scooters? And I told her I think I would go smell the seat.
Did it smell like money?
No, I was just kidding. I just wanted to see if you smell like me, actually. Anyway, I don't know if I'm worthy to be here on your
Of
television
course
show,
you
but
are.
I do
You
appreciate being a sponsor and everything.
you
I
are
don't know if I should be in front of the camera.
well. I mean, you're an entrepreneur, and this show is focused on entrepreneurs as well, because us as entrepreneurs, we use a lot of our energy, a lot of our money, a lot of our thoughts, very innovative thinking patterns. We go to sleep late, we wake up early, and we are very important people in this society.
Yes, as a small business entrepreneur, you rather it's a lifestyle as opposed to like a job.
That's right.
Actually, I mean, I don't mind making money waking up and going to sleep. My
Yes.
phone is ringing now. Somebody's telling me that the Marriott Marquis is calling, but
Good.
I'll get with them later.
Excellent.
But I'm just saying that sometimes it's a task, and like I said, it's more of a lifestyle. And I know you as an entrepreneur, been around, and it's like a day and night thing. So,
Yes.
it's a blessing to be able to do it, because on the other side is to try to be an entrepreneur and you're not busy and there's nothing to do.
And I know that can be, I'm almost sure maybe that can be horrible.
It's disheartening in our community.
Because I got to get it in. I'll be out here hustling. I'm
Right.
sorry. I got to make me some money so I can do what I need to do. Okay, tell everybody where they can find you online.
Well, AtlantaScooterRentals.net or Facebook. Just put in Atlanta Scooter Rentals and like my page.
All right. Give it up for Mr. Bruce Locke.
And
Thank you so
again.
much. Bruce Locke, Atlanta Scooter Rentals. Yes, yes. And he is based right here in Atlanta. So if you need a scooter, you make sure you get in touch with him. I need to plug my radio show, which is The Arts Reporter, always, at Blog Talk Radio. Make sure you log on to blogtalkradio.com/The Arts Reporter. And I do my radio show every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then our Arts Reporter television show, web TV series, every Wednesday at WAEN.TV at 4 p.m. If you need more information, you can always log on to MimiJohnson.net, MIMIJohnson.net, for my appearances, my CDs, videos, events. And actually, I would like to plug that I have a Feed the Hungry event coming up on June 10th. So please go to the website at MimiJohnson.net so that you can come and bring canned goods and clothes and food, non-perishables. Don't bring any meat. Bring boxed food. I have some people that brought like steaks and chicken. I had to take that home clearly because I'm a meat eater. No, we weren't able to get it to the shelter, so it had to be put in the refrigerator. But boxed, non-perishables, where we distribute. It's Caustic Entertainment Group. Feed the Hungry, and we distribute all kinds of items for the Atlanta shelters. We do this every month, so the next show will be June 10th. Just check my calendar for the location. I got to give another shout out to my beautiful, beautiful mother, Miss Joan Cartwright, who is a dear heart to me, and all the rest of my family. I love you very much. Without further ado, I have an actor's spotlight. And my actor, he has done a lot of work for many, many years in Atlanta, all over the United States. I'd like you to give some love to Mr. Benji Anderson. Look at you. Oh, you almost made me like, wow. You're looking all fine and everything. How you doing?
The old saying, I clean up okay.
Okay, yeah. All right, tell us, who is Benji Anderson?
Benji Anderson, I am a man on a mission. I am on a quest to exercise my God-given talent, my God-given right, to entertain the masses by standing before you, be it on stage, television, film, hoping that you will enjoy the experience, learn something, and just have a great day.
Yes. Now, are you working on any projects right now, or just tell us about maybe a couple of your past projects?
Well, currently I am in pre-production on the feature film called Sick People that will be coming up sometime either this year or perhaps early next year. The movie is called Sick People. It's from Vision X Productions. Okay. In addition to that, of course, I am also going to be on stage in two separate theater productions. One is Family Affair. This is from Nile Jones Productions. The venue to be announced because there were some difficulties with the prior venue. I will also be on stage in the play Will a Real Man Please Stand? Mm-hmm. That's from Monique Shaw Productions. Right. Again, venue issues, of course, you certainly understand how these things can work or sometimes don't work. So certainly online, you can find information there on Facebook about both those productions. And as soon as a new venue, I should say, is announced, then, of course, you'll certainly be privy to that information. I must also say, in the interest of full disclosure, that I am currently having the time of my life in the production of our two television projects from BJG Media Productions, of which I am Executive Vice President, executive producer, director, writer, producer, actor, the whole nine. We're currently working on our two television series, Love Always Charleston, which currently airs here in Atlanta for the past 12 years, as a matter of fact, on Comcast Cable Channel 25 out of DeKalb County. The show is also currently airing on the Telefreak Network in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, good.
Our spin-off series, called Cool Carolina Nights, is currently airing in the Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, North Carolina area, as well as in Richmond, Virginia. So it's a blessing.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah. So just tell us, like, how long have you been acting?
Oh, my God. Do you really want me to go back that far?
Well, just give me some years so that people understand and know
let's just say
your history.
Let's just say that without my understanding it being something to be done professionally, I was just having fun. My first foray on television was in the mid to late 1960s. I was on a show which some may recall called Romper Room. which
Oh, yeah.
aired nationally. That was a precursor to Captain Kangaroo, which some later on may know about. But of course, what do you know when you're a young kid like that, second, third grade? You're on TV. You know you're on TV, but you don't know exactly what that means, other than that's what happened.
Right.
Well, that over the years has led to this. I've been professionally in the business for more than 30 years now.
Okay.
And I am having a time of my life. As I said, this is what God put me here for, and I'm going to do my darn best.
Now plug where people can find you, and where if casting agents want to get in touch with you for their project.
Well, there are a couple of ways certainly one can do that. Most notably, coming up on June 16th in Fayetteville, North Carolina, we're having a red carpet event sponsored by our production company, BJG Media Productions. We're inviting all producers, writers, directors, actors, promoters, investors, bankers, lawyers. It doesn't matter. It's the social networking event in the Southeast. It's going to be at the Holiday Inn I-95 in Fayetteville, North Carolina on June 16th. Things kick off at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, right on through 1 a.m. on Sunday morning. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a red carpet walk. Tickets in advance are $20, which you can find at www.bjg, that's being just great, bjgmediaproductions.com. On the day of the show, of course, on June 16th, tickets will be $25. So we do encourage everyone to go and get your tickets in advance to save a little bit. Of course, you can reach me as well at www.bjgmediaproductions.com. If you wish to email me directly, that's b.anderson@bjgmediaproductions.com. Of course, you can also reach me on Facebook. You can reach me on Twitter at Benji the Man. And that's where I am, and that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Well, give it up for Mr. Benji Anderson. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, I am going to sing a song. Would like to thank you once again for allowing me to perform for you. Turn my music up, please. And love to everyone. Log on to mimijohnson.net for more information. Tar Radio. Well, I'm in love with you, oh baby, can't you see? This love is real and you just make me feel so free. I got you on my mind, baby, oh endlessly. I like the way you always come see about me. All this time I wonder if this love is true. That you love me the way as I love you. I know it's real, the way you make me feel. That's the deal. Oh yeah. When you're away, my heart won't beat, it just stands still. Touch my soul, my body, give me such a thrill. Morning, noon, and evening, every day we chill. Look into my eyes, text me, yes I will. All this time I wonder if this love is true. That you love me the way as I love you. I know it's real, the way you make me feel. That's the deal. Hey. Hey, I'm in love. You're in love. My Terry's in love. Hey, yeah. Love. Hey, yeah. I'm in love. Now I just want all of my guests, come on. Let's go. Dance with me. A waiting time when you are walking through this door. Now I know what God has made my life for. Loving you all day and night, I do adore. 'Cause you are my shade. wonder if this love is true. That you love me the way as I love you. Know it's real, the way you make me feel. That's the deal. I gotta give a shout out to Miss Terry Holly. Give a shout out to Trav, Star, Benji Anderson, Bruce Locke, Carter J, Miss Marilyn Wells, and my beautiful, beautiful mama, godmama, Terry's mama, Miss Jean in the house. Hey, yeah. Log on to MimiJohnson.net. The Arts Reporter, every Friday right here on WAEN.TV. We love you and thank you. Yay! No, it's real, the way you make me feel.